Hello, welcome all of you. So in this video, I would like to discuss how to identify the karma from the birth chart. So in my earlier videos, I have tried to discuss the purpose of DNA astrology and the karma of various zodiacs, starting from Aries to say Pisces. And what we have learned is Aries, Taurus and Leo carries Jupiter karma. Virgo carries moon karma as well as Saturn karma. Libra carries the moon karma, and Sagittarius carries Rahu karma. Aquarius carries Kuja karma or Mars karma, and Pisces or Meena Rasi will carry Sun karma. So we have just tried to understand how every zodiac carries karma based on the planet's Mool Trikon sign. So today we'll try to discuss fundamentally how to identify the karma in the birth chart. So at the end of the video, I would like to discuss taking an example how to identify the karma in the birth chart. So we proceed with the three different stages. So in the first stage, we will identify which is called fundamental plane, where we identify the moon nakshatra where it is placed, and we also identify the lagna point nakshatra, and we will identify lagna lord standing nakshatra. So there are three nakshatras here, and we will have three different karmas. Sometimes some people they may have same karma in all the three different aspects. So those details we will try to discuss later on in future videos. Some people may have three, all of them may have moon karma, all of them may have say sun karma. So that means they have a dominant karma of a given planet. So that is a fundamental plane which is called the most important plane. And the next priority goes to bhava plane, where we will identify bhavas. So starting from ascendant zodiac, ascendant house. So I mentioned in the previous videos. So ascendant means the place where the during the birth time of a native, the star which is pointing towards east, that you call it as the ascendant. So here from that house we count clockwise. So ascendant becomes the first house, and we count clockwise. We go around the zodiac. Suppose if a person is having say Gemini ascendant, Midhuna Lagna, imagine. So Midhuna becomes the first house, then Karka becomes second house, Cancer becomes second house, Leo becomes third house. Like that we go in clockwise direction. So here in Bhava plane, suppose if there is a connection of first lord, second lord and fifth lord houses, then we can say the native will have Jupiter karma, because the reason is very simple. Previously we have seen Aries, the first house in the Kalpur zodiac, Taurus second house and Leo fifth house. All of them they carry Jupiter karma because of the corresponding birth stars. We have seen that earlier. Probably have a table I have here. So Sun, Moon and Mars, these things I discussed already in the earlier videos. I just repeat. So Sun will have Mool Trikon sign in Leo. Sun has got the birth star Hasta. So Hasta carries Jupiter karma as per our karmic nakshatra table. Okay. So if you take the nakshatra karma from Ashwini carries Sun karma, Bharani carries Moon karma, Kritika carries Kuja karma, Rohini carries say Shukra Mercury karma. So like that it goes in the order: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, in that order it goes. So coming to this Bhava plane, 1 to 5, whenever there is a connection of first lord, second lord and fifth lord, the native will have Jupiter karma. And whenever there is a connection of first lord and sixth lord, they carry Saturn karma as well as Moon karma, because Virgo is a sixth house in the Kalpur zodiac, which is called Kanya Rasi. So Kanya is a place where two planets will have Mool Trikon sign. Those things we discussed already earlier. So Kanya is a place where Mercury gets Mool Trikon, and also Rahu gets Mool Trikon, because Rahu is born in Bharani Nakshatra, Bharani, because that the Virgo carries moon karma, and Mercury is born in Dhanishta Nakshatra, and due to that the Virgo carries Saturn karma. So whenever there is connection of the first lord and sixth lord, then they will have Saturn karma as well as moon karma. And supposing if the Lagna lord is having connection with seventh lord, okay, then the person will have moon karma, because Libra carries moon karma. In your Kalpa zodiac, the seventh house Libra carries moon karma, because Libra is a place where say your Venus will have its mool trikona sign. So Libra is a place where Venus will have its mool trikona. So Venus is born in Magha Nakshatra, so because of that it will carry moon karma. So then we have connection of 1 and 9. Whenever there is connection between the ninth lord and the first lord, the native will have Rahu karma, because of Sagittarius is a place where Jupiter gets mool trikona. Jupiter is born in Pusha Nakshatra, so Pusha carries Rahu karma. Then connection between 1 and 11. Suppose if 11th lord is connected to the first house, 11th lord in Lagna, Lagna lord in 11th, that combination. When you have that, the person will have Mars karma, because Aquarius is a place where Saturn gets his mool trikona. So Saturn is born in Revati Nakshatra, and Revati carries the Kuja karma. Then Pisces 1 and 12 combination, 12th lord in Lagna, Lagna lord in 12th, that combination, these people will have Sun karma. So means in Pisces Ketu gets mool trikona, and Ketu is born in Aslesha Nakshatra. So because of that Aslesha carries Sun karma. So because of that whenever there is 1 and 12 combination in the birth chart, these people will have Sun karma. So that is your Bhava plane. There is one more plane called Graha plane. So based on the connection of planets with the Lagna. So imagine if Sun, Moon, Mars are connected to the Lagna. Suppose Sun in Lagna, Moon in Lagna, or Mars in Lagna, or Sun aspecting Lagna from 7th house, Moon aspecting Lagna from 7th house, or Mars aspecting from Lagna from any other place. So depending on that, whenever there is a connection of Sun, Moon, Mars with Lagna, then they will have Jupiter karma, because of by virtue of Graha, the planetary plane. And connection of Mercury with Lagna, they will have Saturn karma. And connection of Jupiter with Lagna, they will have Rahu karma. For example, Lagna in Jupiter in Lagna, imagine, or Jupiter in 7th house, looking the first house, aspecting the first house. So then they will have Rahu karma. So Venus, they will have moon karma, connection of Venus with Lagna. Connection of Saturn will give Kuja karma or Mars karma, and connection of Rahu will give moon karma again. Rahu and Venus, these two planets will impart moon karma to native, and Ketu will impart Sun karma. So this is the third plane, Graha plane. So what we do is, whenever we look into a birth chart, we have to identify where is a Lagna, and we also need to know where exactly every plant is placed, in what nakshatra they have placed. That information we have to capture, and based on that we have to slowly get into the details and decide about the karmas they will have. So I have got an example birth chart here. I have taken the birth chart of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, thanks to astrosage.com. I collected this information from Astrosage. So if you just look at this chart, Shivaji Maharaj chart, he is born in Leo Lagna. Ascendant is in Leo, ASC. They have written here ASC, means ascendant. That is the first house. So we have to count here 1, and Virgo becomes 2, Kanya becomes 3, Vrishchika becomes 4, Dhanu becomes 5, Makara becomes 6, Kumbha becomes 7, 7th house, and Meena becomes 8th house, Aries becomes 9th house, Taurus becomes 10th house, Gemini becomes 11th house, Midhuna becomes 11th house, and Karka becomes 12th house. So that is your order of counting the native birth chart from native lagna. So in Kalpurush Kundali, Mesha is your lagna. Mesha is your lagna, and from there we count clockwise 1 to 12. Whereas in case of the native birth chart, some natives may be born in the Aries lagna itself. So in this example of the birth chart of Chhatrapati Maharaj case, the Leo lagna, he is born in Leo lagna, and if you observe the placements here, Saturn is exalted in Libra, Saturn gets debilitated in Aries, exalted in Libra, Mool Trikon in Aquarius. So remember these three, like for every planet you must remember these three different aspects. So Saturn gets exalted in Libra, so Saturn is exalted for his case in his birth chart, and Venus also gets exalted. Venus is in Pisces, so exaltation is Pisces for Venus, debilitation is Virgo, and Mool Trikon is Libra. And in his case, Moon also gets exalted in Taurus. So Moon exalted in Taurus, debilitated in Vrishika, that is Scorpio, and the Moon has Mool Trikon sign in Taurus itself. Okay, so observe here when you look at the fundamental plane, and of course Mars is in the 11th house. Sun, Jupiter and Mercury, they are conjunct, they are in one house, which is 7th house of the birth chart. So Rahu is in second, Rahu is in the, along with the moon, conjunct along with the moon. Rahu also gets exalted here in his birth chart, and Ketu is in the Scorpio. So if you look at his planetary positions here, the table is given here. So first column we have planet, and here we have the house or zodiac they have mentioned, and they have mentioned here latitude, the angle at which they are positioned, that is given here, and they have given here nakshatra, the corresponding nakshatra placement they have given, and the pada they have given, and of course the last column they have given the nature of the compatibility they have given. So here if you observe ascendant point, it is falling in Leo, nakshatra is Magha, so Magha carries moon karma, and where is his moon here? Moon is placed in Taurus, Kritika nakshatra. He will have Kritika will have Kuja karma. So moon karma here by virtue of ascendant star, by virtue of moon placement he has got Kuja karma. And where is Lagna Lord? Lagna is here, Leo is your Lagna, and Lagna Lord is Sun. Sun is placed in 7th house in Aquarius. So Sun is in Satabisha nakshatra. Satabisha will carry Rahu karma. So if you look at the fundamental plane, by virtue of moon he has got Kuja karma, by virtue of Lagna point he has got moon karma, and Lagna Lord Sun, because of the placement of Sun in Aquarius under Satabisha nakshatra, he is going to carry Rahu karma. And observe by virtue of zodiac, the Shivaji has born in Simha Lagna. So Simha Lagna, by virtue of the zodiac, it carries Jupiter karma. Jupiter karma. So here by virtue of Rasi he has got Jupiter karma. So I have just highlighted certain karmas here for purposefully, just to demonstrate the dominant karma in the birth chart of Shivaji Maharaj. That is your first plane. And second plane we have Bhava plane. So in Bhava plane, if you observe, we have to look at the Bhavas. Okay. So the first lord in 7th house, Lagna Lord in 7th house. So once there is 1-7 connection. And the second lord Mercury in 7th house, aspecting Lagna. So there is a connection of second lord with Lagna. And there is a 5th lord connection with Lagna. 5th lord is again Jupiter. At Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So 5th house is Sagittarius. So Jupiter is in the 7th house aspecting Lagna. So second lord, Lagna lord as well as 5th lord, 1, 2, 5, they are aspecting Lagna. So which means 1, 2, 5, because of virtue of 1, 2, 5, they will have Jupiter karma. Okay, 5th lord Jupiter karma, because of aspect of 5th lord and 2nd lord, and Lagna lord in 7th, he has got moon karma. So on the bhava plane, excepting these three, there is no other planet connected to Lagna. Okay, so because of that, we confine only to these three karmas in the bhava plane. And observe, the fundamental plane we have a Jupiter karma, and bhava plane the Jupiter karma gets reinstated or reinforced, repeated in the bhava plane. And coming to the third plane, which is planetary plane, here if you observe the grahas aspecting Lagna, so Sun is aspecting Lagna, then Jupiter is aspecting Lagna, Mercury aspecting Lagna. So there are three planets are aspecting Lagna, and there is no other planet which is aspecting Lagna excepting these three. So here, whenever there is aspect of Jupiter, Sun aspecting Lagna, Sun, Moon, Mars aspecting Lagna, they impart Jupiter karma. Mercury, whenever it aspects Lagna, will have Saturn karma, and Jupiter, whenever it aspects Lagna, they will have Rahu karma. Okay, so now observe planetary plane again. If you observe, there is a repetition of Jupiter karma. So Jupiter karma is there on three different planes, all the three planes, whereas moon karma is dominantly present in the first and second plane. Okay, so by as a whole, we can say the native has got two dominant karmas. Jupiter karma, very strong Jupiter karma, by virtue of the Lagna, by virtue of Lagna point, by virtue of Lagna and by virtue of Bhava plane, and by virtue of planetary plane. Because of these three, the person has got very strong Jupiter karma. And Lagna point is also cannot be disregarded. Lagna point we have in Leo, Magha Nakshatra. So Magha carries moon karma. So Lagna Lord is placed in 7th house, that is also imparting moon karma. So dominantly we can say the native will have both Jupiter karma and moon karma. So that is how we identify the dominant karma from the birth chart. The area of life where they work based on the karma, how they influence people around, and how they get influenced by people around, all these aspects, we will discuss whenever we talk about each planetary karma. So I thought this example will help us to identify various karmas in the birth chart. So I just want to summarize. So in this video, we have learned how to identify karma based on three different aspects. One is the fundamental plane, which is very important, and then bhava plane, and then finally the graha plane. Hope this video helps all of you. I will come out with more information in the future videos. I would like to correlate the birth chart of Chhatrapati Maharaj, Shivaji Maharaj birth chart, and his Guru birth chart, Samartha Ramdas. So that correlation will help us to understand how he was influenced by his Guru, Samartha Ramadas, and incidentally he has got very strong Jupiter karma. So that's all about this video. Thank you for joining. Have a good day.